PFT Media.
Sorry I was late. I was doing my face mask, but also I got distracted reading the Vietnamese Constitution. So, my bad, y'all.
After our video got banned?
Well, yeah, I mean, I did it get. Why did our video get taken down? I still don't understand what we did wrong.
Either people were like reporting it, saying that it was like colonization, or like were people trying to say that, like, because you said what did you say?
You get labor cheap there or whatever.
Yeah. And it's like you're not looking to exploit people. Like, that's
well, they're also missing the point. I said you get labor because people's basic needs are taken care of.
Yeah.
I literally said that in the clip. I said people's basic needs are taken care of, so labor's pretty cheap there.
Yeah.
And in what I meant was, like, you pay someone $4 because the app says it costs $1.30. You give them $2 American tip, and I'm paying 150% of the Uber Eats delivery fee as a tip. Like, why wouldn't I do that?
Yeah.
Like, how is that exploitation? You know
I think people are just looking for something to bitch about.
They were. Well, it is. It's that thing, and it's like, I think it's implied that I wasn't going to, like, learn the language, or I'm going there just as, like, a fucking sex pest tourist or some shit. And it's like, no, I'm like, I want to live in a country that values socialism and values, like, their people and stuff. And I want to live in a climate similar to Florida, but I don't want to have a real hard job. Like, right. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I can fuck around on the internet and make $2,000 a month in 5 years probably, and have a way better standard of living there than I would here.
Yeah.
Even if they're fucking inflation, even if their shit goes up 40%, I'll still be basically like, it doesn't matter. Like, internet speed over there is fast. Internet plans are like $7-8 a month. So even if it goes up to $20 a month, $25 a month, like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, it's exactly 12 hours ahead or whatever, or behind, however you fucking do it. So it's like, it'd be really easy to be a nocturnal, but for daytime. You know what I mean? Like, I could be the fucking Vietnamese night guy for American daytime stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be up all night because it's fucking hot during the day. It's hot during the day in Florida. Like, I'd just be a fucking night owl like I am now, right? Wake up at noon there or wake up at noon here.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd rather wake up in my apartment on the beach.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, okay, I don't get to own a fucking gun over there. All right, well, you know, I don't know. I feel like the government's not going to fucking send a death squad after me just as easy as it would here. Or there won't be fucking much sectarian violence and shit. Like, and if there is, oh, okay, they fucking killed me. Boop, I'm dead. You know what I mean? Like,
do you guys own guns? I don't own a gun. Never owned a gun.
Technically, but
yeah, I own a gun. I own
obviously
multiple guns. I think everybody should own a gun.
I don't trust myself to own a gun.
Then don't.
Because I'll shoot somebody.
Then don't. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's the point of having a gun.
That's a fucking real good answer to not owning one. Then.
Yeah. I feel like that's probably the most responsible thing I've ever done.
There's part of the reason why I don't do concealed carry. I don't carry a gun with me everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it does. Guns can be an escalation to things, definitely. And they can also make you a lot more, you make you a lot more tough than you are. Than you know.
Yeah.
You'll be thinking you're a lot tougher because you can just kill them. And then next thing you know, either you kill them or you don't kill them, and then it ends. But it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't CCW because of like this.
Yeah, it's pretty much. You're not wrong. Like, I'd be dead if I was anything but a white guy. I would have already been killed. I'm sure of it. All the interactions that I had with police, all the times that, like, I would have. I'm a very large, aggressive man. You know what I mean? And y'all have heard me yell before, right? At least once. Like,
well, usually on here it just goes away, trails off when Zoom gets you.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine that in real life, but even worse because I'm staying and I'm not sitting in a fucking fancy leather chair.
Yeah.
Like, the fancy leather chair and the Hawaiian shirt really does give me a little bit of a Bear Baloo fucking vibe.
All right, tailspin time.
Oh, if only.
Dude, I've been surrounded by cops for looking at cars at a dealership that just closed. so yeah,
that's the shit. I know that will never happen to me, but just hearing those stories from people like you and my other black friends and stuff, that shit scares the shit out of me. And that's why I'm like, all right, you listen to these guys, because if you put yourself in those shoes, that's the scariest fucking shit, man. Even when I get pulled over by a cop, there was a cop following me home last night from my friend's house, and I was like, I took an extra road to get him away from me, just because I was like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna find any reason to pull me over. But he didn't.
I mean, that there's something he said for that the police have turned into a revenue generating agent, right? And it's not, the Andy Griffith shit was real, but only for like rich white people in the 50s. But now it's not even really there for anybody. You know what I mean? Like and we've gotten a very much a them or us mentality with that. And the rise of the warrior cop culture and all that other shit that's turned it into, like, we had a war on crime and we had a war on drugs. Like, so it's war?
What about as good as Vietnam, too?
Yeah, it's like
first full circle.
You know, it's.
I was watching stuff on the Vietnam War today too, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember all this stuff. I remember them saying these places." It was like the Vietnam War animated for children.
I mean,
My
for minors.
Yeah.
God. Oh, she didn't get that one.
I didn't, but I could tell that it's something.
Oh.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
That's that should be a parody. That should be a parody T-shirt.
Yeah.
The armchair historian.
We need to give a bone.
I've seen that fella. He's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all of it's got a little bit of an empire bias, but at least they're not as bad as some other ones.
Yeah. You know when I start watching that stuff, I'm like, can I trust this?
Well, remember I sent you that one. I was like, hey, notice what he's saying, what he's not saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's the bravery of the people in Laos. What people in Laos? American contractors. Okay, what were they doing? The Phoenix program. What was the Phoenix program? Never mind. You know what I mean? Like, I
started following that channel though, because I looked at some of their other videos. And
they're well produced. They're good, but it's very much. Well, I think a lot of that comes from like it's the same shit as the press release journalism, you know, where it's like you just take the press release and you make a fucking thing out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's a YouTube
the New York
channel.
Times.
Yeah, the New York Times, but I meant on like a smaller scale where they literally just take the cops fucking thing and they don't interview anyone else to it. So he's only basing his primary sources are all government sources.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what he's basing that whole and there's that British guy. You ever seen that guy Simon Whistler?
I don't
the
think
bald
so.
British dude. He has like 8 channels that are basically just Wikipedia articles, like him reading them.
Yeah.
And that dude is so fucking right wing. It's wild. Like the little shit he says, like it's fucking wild. Because the YouTube shit is so fucking fascinating to me. All them little weird fucking subcultures out there. Oh, by the way, this is Radicalizing Rednecks, I guess. I was gonna start the show with a cold open like TrueAnon, but then I got distracted.
Oh man, I got you with that one today, right?
Oh, I didn't even finish it. I got interrupted by the fucking neighbor knocking on the door, and he asked me how much I would charge them to move a mattress. And I was like, from where? He said Lake Marion. I thought he would meant him, like he wanted the mattress, not his mom. Right. So I was like, I don't know, like $6 or something. I don't know. I don't know. Like, what? I'm not doing anything.
You haven't looked at gas prices lately.
Well, I did think about that. I was like, oh shit, this did cost like exactly $8 in gas.
Right.
Come on, this is capitalism. $8 in gas, $8 for your time.
It did.
Round it up, make it $20.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at the same time, like the whole point of having like. No, like I had the gas.
There's also mutual aid.
Yeah, it's also mutual aid. It's like if I didn't have any gas in the truck, I would have been like, yeah, $20. You know what I mean? Like if I didn't have it, if I already get gas in the truck, I got my unemployment the other day. I sold basically the number of ashtrays I can sell before I got to start reporting to unemployment. So I'm like, all right, slow down them orders. Well, that's not much. It's like $60.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but that means a lot of people are asking for them. I mean, that's cool.
That's true. Yeah. And I told some people like, hey, let me get them made. And I mailed out a bunch. I sold in the last couple of weeks, like a bunch of them, but like, so I'm like, I got the time now. And I tried to not have her pay me, but she did that thing that the older black women will do where they just don't understand you when they don't want to, you know, it just didn't. I'm like, what? But I also thought I was going to pick up a mattress from the store, It was not. It was a fucking Facebook Marketplace transaction that I had to load and unload myself.
You said on the TikTok that the middle was yellow as shit.
It was yellow as shit. The middle was fucking real yellow, and we got it from she just started saying shit about that it smelled like curry, and I didn't have the heart to tell her. That's probably wasn't curry. It was probably just cat piss. Like it was like piss.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the food they were cooking in the house. I think it was cat piss. You know, like the mattress.
This is why I don't buy used mattresses. But mattresses are fucking expensive.
I don't think she necessarily paid for it. I don't think any money was exchanged. It might have been a free thing or something or other. I don't know.
Yeah.
They ended up taking it to her sister's house. I thought I was taking it to my house, basically. I thought I was taking it back to where I live.
Yeah.
Where they live next door.
Yeah.
And I had to do fucking 4th Street in Sanford. Yeah. It's fine. It was a fun trip, but I did the whole time I was thinking, I was like, oh fuck, I really should have asked more questions about this.
Yeah.
Because I didn't bring a dolly, I didn't bring straps, I didn't bring fucking gloves, I didn't bring
little red flag.
I didn't bring nothing. I got all of the stuff. I got all of the things to make it 100% above board. I thought I was going to pick up. In my mind, because I did the same thing for the neighbor in DeLand. He asked me, the dude that drove the Escalade. He asked me if I would if I'd go pick up a mattress for him at Goodwill, and I did, and it turned into a fucking fiasco. I was out there like waiting. It was my day off, and he asked me, and I was like, "Man, I'll do it for free. I don't care." And I think he ended up giving me like $4 or something, which
like, that's worse than free. I think
it was kind of things like, man, just I think he might give me 14 or something. But either way, it was like such a weird number, right? And I also was like, whatever, I'm not doing anything. Fuck it. And I told her I was stoned, and she didn't know what it meant. She asked me about the smell. And I said, well, I'm stoned as shit. I'm not really paying attention to it. I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, shit. I took my medicine, so I'm zoned out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That Terry dude pissed me off, dude. I was about to get in my car and find that guy.
Oh my God. You talking about the one that said they were disappointed that my content wasn't non-political or whatever?
Yeah. I'll admit, I have been pissed off about people that I like about that. But now that I've seen it like firsthand, like through one of my friends, I'm like, is the guy supposed to not have fucking thoughts and opinions on shit?
You ever notice political only means one thing though? It means agreeing with,
Yeah, that really is what it means.
Yeah.
If I don't defend the status quo, you can't like my message. Like you can't enjoy a TikTok video of a fucking high redneck going, "Hey, take your medicine and wash your hair."
Yeah.
Like, or it's like, oh, it's okay if your back hurts too bad to get in the shower today. Just try if you can. Like that you can't enjoy that message if I tell you, oh, capitalism's why you're, is bad.
Yeah.
Like you're being oppressed and shit. And like, it's like,
It's just so funny because not knowing who's following you, I assume a lot of people have followed you from like Tom and Dan and stuff like that. And like, did they hear your news when you're on Tom and Dan?
Yeah, yeah, those ones is like, when I get to pick my news stories, they would ask me the conspiracies about. And I always pick the government poisoning something or some shit. And like,
we're talking about Operation Condor.
Yeah, I'm talking about fucking Operation Northwoods and shit like that on the podcast about sitting and standing up to shit or to wipe your ass or whatever. Like, no, my audience
by
now.
the way, it is fucking weird if you stand to wipe your ass.
It is weird. It's weird to do that. Nowhere else does that.
Don't say you do that, Sean.
No, I have a bidet like a normal person.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Like
shit.
The rest of the world just uses water.
Sean's
We're fucking
the rich
backwards
guy now.
No, we're backwards as fuck for using toilet paper.
$20 on
Toilet paper is substantially a more rich person thing than a bidet.
Yeah.
Toilet paper
having plumbing where you can flush toilet paper
is insane.
Wait, so when you use a bidet, how do you dry out? You drip dry?
You can use like a square or two if you need to, I guess.
Or
but
you
it's
just
still
don't
significantly
use that
less.
Like you also just don't use that much, It's just don't.
But it's gross. It's not like taking a shower or anything. I'll show you. I'll find the one I have. I mean, it had to have been under $20 on Amazon.
The thing is, I have to replace plumbing parts to do it, and no matter what, the bottom tank of mine is fucked, or the bottom valve of mine's fucked up. My water thing, and I'd have to go in the wall to replace that stem. And
it was like plug. It took me 10 minutes to put that thing in there on mine.
If your shut off thing works right, and you can divert the water, and my shit doesn't work, and that's why I had an orbital shutoff key for 3 months, making sure my toilet and shit didn't leak.
You're going outside, go find your water main.
I just bought an orbital key, and I was out there for like a month, 2 months doing that shit. Like all of December and like most of November, I just kept the water turned off. Just with doing that, I was like, oh god. I got a fucking leak now. Sorry, y'all, for that burp in high definition. I got the kitchen faucet's dripping just a little bit, and it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I've been dealing with my dishwasher for the past few days. I think I finally figured it out, but pouring water all over my kitchen. I kind of hate. This is my first dishwasher in like 12 years, and I'm kind of hating it.
But back to the point of that comment that pissed Brittany off so bad. Like they straight up did emotional manipulation on me, and it was fucking wild. It was like it was, you can't enjoy it. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
Yeah. And
then they ended up blocking me, right? And I wasn't even trying to dunk on them or nothing. I really was trying to explain, like, do you not see what the fuck I'm talking about? That there's no empathy.
It's the brainwashing.
It's so fucking wild. Then I fucked up and said 350 billionaires, but I meant to say 3,500.
Oh shit! Then they got you on the semantics.
Well, no, I did say significantly less, but there was only like 350 like mega billionaires or whatever, like 348 or some shit. And I don't know.
But then they see that shit and then they're like, "See, you are fucking stupid."
Well, I am fucking stupid. If I was smart, I'd be fucking quiet. Be quiet and rich.
Success?
Same, dude. Yeah. I can't be quiet on the internet. I got banned for 24 hours. I don't want to talk about it. I called out a Trump supporter and they turned into a snowflake and got pissy. So then they tried to call me through Facebook Messenger. And I still was the one that was banned, and this person, no repercussions whatsoever.
Oh man, we need a dating game with Brittany and like Trump fans.
Oh, no,
can we set that up? That sounds awesome.
Why?
Is that like true crime?
You know what's funny? A year ago today, pretty much around a year ago this week, I didn't give a shit about politics. This is like the anniversary of me like getting into politics, and I probably would have dated a Trump supporter a year ago.
Today is the anniversary of the NBA halting their season.
It is,
and that's basically what snowballed into everything.
It's the anniversary of me thinking that they were going to shut down the store, and we wouldn't. I bought a bunch of chicken nuggets, and then
I thought that too. I thought we were going in a hardcore lockdown.
Well, I mean, I thought for sure we would. It didn't make any sense not to.
Yeah, what has transpired is just fucking.
Well, it's the national fucking thing that we say we did it, but we didn't actually do it. The press release said we did it, and then we don't follow through. It's like we told North Korea we'd give them food in the 90s, and then we didn't do it, but we said and then like we wonder why they don't fucking honor treaty agreements. Like, they don't fucking care. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's the American way.
Yeah, this was a colossal fuck up. I was hanging out with my aunt trying to radicalize her, and she told me that she thought Trump did a great job with the coronavirus.
Yeah, for the coronavirus. Like, if his goal was to help the coronavirus, he did a fucking great job. Like, he caught it, beat it with experimental drugs and shit, and then I still can't believe he didn't even take that as a moment like a come to Jesus thing. Like, I can't believe they never once. And now, I thought even maybe after the election, like now that Biden's elected and shit, or Biden's like in office and shit now, like Republicans might turn into the hardcore anti-mask, like anti-vax, like anti-virus party. Like they'd be fucking like, it's Joe Biden's fault we're dying. We gotta end this, But they didn't even do that. They've just been like, fuck. The governor got a vaccine and then just said, fuck it, open everything.
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't understand any of it. This brings me to one of my points today. You want to jump into some stuff?
Yeah, let's do it. Bring it
up. So I'm a pretty big fan of The Hill. Me and Sean have talked about this, but I love that crystal ball lady. But you're right, Sagar is a fucking moron. This clip I'm about to show you is him, like kind of going right wing, and Crystal Ball is just.
He is already though.
Yeah,
unabashedly already is.
I feel like Crystal Ball. This is The Hill. And Saga.
Rising with Crystal Ball and
yeah. Rising, that's their show. But I feel like in this clip specifically, Crystal Ball ain't having it no more. I'll try. We don't have to listen to the whole thing. Like maybe like three.
Just play the fucking clip thing. It'll be fine.
So.
Sorry, that burp.
Like this. All right, here we go. I tried to.
Oh, The Hill is a YouTube channel or The Hill the magazine?
No idea.
Website. It's the website, and they have a YouTube. They have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, because I watch them. I watch them on this thing. So
okay.
All right, here we go.
Saying that the virus is contained to a full-blown lockdown in the state of New York 2 weeks later. The reverse psychology also applies, which is that after a year of failed policy, of terrible politics, and of an extended weird half isolation that people have basically been living in for like 6 months, we are actually here. Things are exponentially better every single day. More vaccines, less cases, less death. The weather is beginning to get better. It's time to start acting like it, because the gravest problem we face now is politicians and public health officials who are forgetting their role, which was getting us out of this in the first place, not staying this way forever. Last time I discussed a very disturbing media campaign, which was led by public health officials like Dr. Fauci, which emphasizes over and over again all of the things that we can't do, like the famously always correct WHO, saying the pandemic won't be over in a year. Or even Joe Biden, who says his hope is everything is somewhat back to normal also by the end of next year. Or Dr. Fauci, who says maybe we'll be wearing masks as late as 2022. Each of these statements belies the urgent problem America is beginning to face, which is that we, in a matter of a week or two, will be at a place where supply will far outstrip demand. Many people who are otherwise on the fence about getting a vaccine.
Yeah.
He is being incredibly fucking optimistic and generous with a lot of his reasoning. And that's me trying to be as polite as I can because I'm sober and I don't want to just yell, fucking cut his dick off or whatever, like Jordan from Knowledge Fight does.
Yeah.
What in the fuck is he talking about? What the fuck?
He's basically saying that, like, that as soon as you get the vaccine, he's complaining that Dr. Fauci and Joe Biden are saying that, like, we're still going to have to wear masks. We're still going to have to social distance.
They wear fucking masks in Asia still all the time when there's nothing. Like, we're going to probably do that forever now.
Yeah, and he's like,
before.
He's saying that the CDC shouldn't be telling us to do that, which they may have reversed their point on that now. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't think so. I think they said, well, I think they did say something about if you've already had your entire vaccine schedule, you could with other people that had also had the vaccine.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't remember.
Which is so beyond to me that they would still do this. They muddy this water. I mean, they did say you shouldn't wear a mask last year as a lie, which they did lie. They lied. They said you shouldn't wear a mask. And, I remember telling Amber, like, I was like, yeah, you shouldn't wear a mask right now. It's like, it doesn't make any fucking point. Just don't go anywhere. Like if you don't go anywhere, you don't have to wear a mask. And that was the kind of reasoning behind that. I was like, but it's objectively a lie to say that the masks don't help prevent the spread of diseases.
Yeah.
Because they've been wearing them in fucking nursing, like, in operations and surgery for fucking, I don't know, 200 goddamn years or some shit now. Sounds like Joe.
It's not like 1918. They didn't know that you should wear a mask.
It's the same argument as the wind turbines failed in Texas because they can't withstand a cold and that's why all the power went out. That's the same argument.
But there's power turbines in Norway.
Yeah.
But the turbines. But the renewable energy sources in Texas met their goals. They did. They 100%. Yes, they did.
100%. Some of them, the wind turbines actually produced more.
Yeah. I watched the Vox thing on this last night, and yeah.
But play a little bit more of this.
Yeah, should I not watch Vox?
No, it's just remember who they are. Wait. Remember that not everything wants to treat the disease. They want to treat the symptoms.
Okay.
Fox is like taking an aspirin when you got an infected tooth. It's not necessarily going to hurt that you did that, but it shouldn't be the only thing you do.
Okay, I got you.
And remember, it won't solve the problem.
I'm just using them as like an education tool, though. Is that bad?
Yep. It depends on what they're educating you about and again, case by case basis on things.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's why I just bring the videos to you guys and have you.
You need to watch that fucking. At least watch Adam Curtis. Manufacturing consent. No, Adam Curtis, yes, but
watch the manufacturing consent that documentary that I sent you like 17 years ago.
How long is it? Is it 4 hours?
It's good.
It's like two and a half hours, maybe.
You said the manufacturing consent one the French made or whatever, right?
I forget.
Like
it's
Chomsky,
old.
It's
Chomsky
older,
in like
but
the 70s.
Yeah. There's one from the 90s that's real good. I just watched the other day that it just reaffirmed everything I believe about.
Just listen to Chomsky's voice. He's just relaxing.
And I think that's why they didn't kill him, because he fucking relaxes you to not like throw down the fucking thing.
Also, if you listen to him like recently, where you're just like, just vote for Biden. Like,
I mean,
also
again,
that's why.
Well, in November, voting for Biden made sense still. You know, to have the soft glove on the outside of the fucking velvet hand is still better than, you know what I mean?
God, that's the explanation I've been looking for.
If you're gonna fucking hit me, if you're gonna hit me with a fucking, if you're gonna hit me, at least put a fucking glove on first, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess it's like 6-ounce gloves instead of a bare fist.
Yeah, it's like thanks for putting thanks for washing your hands before you slap me in the mouth.
Every day I see on Facebook, they're like, "Are you guys happy you voted for Biden?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yes, yeah."
No, I'm incredibly unfucking happy that Biden was the fucking choice. I'm incredibly I'm unhappy about it, but I've been unhappy about it for a fucking year, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm unhappy that Biden was the choice, but there was no way in fucking hell that I was voting for Trump. Blue no matter who when you're in 2020.
They're gonna do that every time to you, though.
I know.
That's why I keep telling you electoralism won't save us. But let's hear more of this dipshit. Just Jesus Christ.
I think we're getting to the good part here. It was around like
vaccine are internalizing a false message, which is that things won't change
the dude
even
cannot,
if you take it.
Not
so why take it and bother getting a fever for like 24 hours, especially with experimental technology? It's a difficult question and a fair one. I genuinely understand it. The answer is this: because taking it gets us closer to herd immunity every single day, and it means you won't die from coronavirus. And the closer that we get, the more we can go outside and see each other and lift restrictions without having to worry about COVID at all for the elderly or ourselves. Life is awesome, and the key to living it fully again is the peace of mind that getting the vaccine gives you and achieving herd immunity.
Oh yeah, well, it just
basically is me.
Audacity
other people online who are even saying this.
Yeah.
People actually in charge are being incredibly irresponsible by, again, making it seem as if the vaccine is not the miracle technology that it actually is. Take Governor Andrew Cuomo's press conference yesterday. In between dodging questions about his nursing home scandal and his own personal conduct, he says he was going to comply with CDC guidance that domestic travelers will not be required to quarantine or test out after 90 days of vaccination. 90 days? What? That's an insane figure. Everything we see right now amongst the millions of people vaccinated says.
Yeah.
How is that? You have to get 2 doses of the vaccine. Like,
well, aren't the doses like a month away from each other?
Yeah. So 90 days would make sense, because that means you had to get it. That gives you basically 2 weeks after you get the second shot, like a month and a half after your second shot.
But isn't he saying the opposite? Domestic travelers no longer required to quarantine or test out within 90 days. Okay. I think he's confused on this. And I think I can skip ahead. I think Crystal tries to reel him back in a little bit, if you want to take a look at that. I think she tries to clarify that point.
Clearly. That 90-day figure is absolutely crazy, Crystal. And the reason I'm glad.
She wants to kill him.
Matt Iglesias, again, people on the left, Josh Barrow, who are like, listen.
He called Josh Barrow on the left?
Yeah.
Josh Barrow is a Republican. 100% a Republican.
I don't know that, but...
Well, so am I. So am I.
Yeah, because he quoted...
Technically.
He quotes him here.
Oh God!
Is this it? Here,
this fucking stupid.
I wish Matt Iglesias would go.
Let's just watch this.
Let me give you an example of some CDC guidance I guarantee that you don't abide by. Example number 1: all steaks should be cooked to medium, and all burgers should be well done.
Crystal in the
that's
background.
heresy, as an American, I can say, for one. Or here's another one: all eggs should be always thoroughly cooked through. That is good news for me, because I think runny eggs are disgusting. But many people in my life break CDC guidance every day of their lives. The point isn't to denigrate the CDC. It's this.
How many people get salmonella, you fucking slimy fuck?
Bro, ask my mom how paranoid I am about salmonella when I cook chicken.
It's like
chicken, yeah. You gotta have a nice,
but I overkill
medium can't do medium rare chicken anymore.
No, I'm talking about like cooking is fine. I sanitize everything like 10 times while I'm cooking chicken. And my mom's like, you don't need to do it that much.
No, you
my
don't
hands
need
are
to
like
that
bleeding
much.
from watching.
That'll actually make it worse with other, whatever survives will be more resistant. So we had MRSA now. So we're having all these fucking things that are eventually going to wipe us out. Because we're so dependent upon antibiotics working, and when they eventually stop, we're going to be fucked.
Yeah. All right,
let's hear this dipshit.
Well, hold on. I was gonna show you guys that tweet real quick. What was that tweet? Because I don't know who this guy is, and he's trying to throw him out here. Like, I forgot.
Where did the 90-day figure come from? Yeah, the CDC. And as Josh Barrow, who is a liberal, points out, the CDC is only hurting its own credibility when it puts stuff out like this that people are actually going to use to form government policy, which will affect millions of us. And before the inevitable Sagar doesn't believe in science or trust the CDC takes role in, let me give you an example of some CDC guidance I guarantee that you don't abide by.
All right, let's jump back to Crystal and let's wrap.
The only reason he calls Josh Barrow a liberal is because he's a gay Republican. That's it. He's not.
So if you're gay, you're a liberal?
That's yes to them, yes. To a lot of them, yes.
Wow.
It's insane. The CDC is like, yeah, please cook all of your steaks, medium. No, I'm not going to do that. I will be willing to take that risk.
Wait, what are they saying? 90 days after you're vaccinated?
90 days post-vaccinated. You won't be required to test out and quarantine when you're in the state of New York because they have this entire thing around people coming in and
So they're
out.
Implying that it's only works for 90 days?
Oh, no, they're saying even 90 days after you get vaccinated, we still have to act as if everything is still if you haven't been vaccinated and I'm like, this is completely crazy.
Okay.
I know somebody just went to New York. The cops literally came to their door to make sure they were staying inside of their hotel room. It's not a joke.
That.
And again, these are all things where I understand where it comes from.
500,000 Americans dead.
Trump legitimately,
your friend traveled in a pandemic.
In many ways,
I'm so fucking sick of these people talking about travel like a fundamental fucking right. And it's like, what are you traveling for? To fucking for recreation? Like, it's like, it is a right for the free travel and free and all that. Yes, but we have a pandemic that does not seem to end and won't seem to end. And the people that are affected by it are not the people that have the money to fucking travel because they have the money for the fucking experimental treatments that fucking fix you and all that shit. It's the people that work at hotels that you're fucking staying at. The bed keepers and shit, like the housekeepers and shit. Like, what the fuck, y'all, man? I'm just so.
And it's so funny how
Well, yeah.
It's so funny how federalism ends when my freedom to travel is being infringed on. Like, all these people are talking about federalism, like states need to have their rights, and then suddenly it's like, well, how could they possibly restrict me?
Yeah,
I never got the strategy of letting the states deal with this on their own. That was definitely just like passing the buck off to the fucking states. We don't want to do this. Do whatever you want. And I mean, that didn't help us at all.
Well, the funny thing, it backfired in so many ways because some of the worst states were the states that they would have castigated if they had done, even worse. It's crazy.
It is so wild. Like, it's like Florida has spread so much Rona, so much, and then we say our numbers are low. It's like, well, how many people went back with it?
Yeah,
how many people brought it, but then how many people left with it? It's like, we should have shut down. We didn't. It's just there's no argument that can be credibly made that shutting down wouldn't have helped. We didn't actually shut down. You can't say we shut down when there's an exemption for everything. When the dude on TV is talking about his friend went to New York, what did he go to New York for?
Right.
And it's one of these things. Like, I don't fucking shame people for traveling or whatever. I don't fucking get at them or get on back because I would be exhausted for it. It's like drinking and driving. I think it's fucking more irreprehensible and it's stupid as fuck. And you shouldn't do it. But if I had to it's not the hill I'm going to die on every single time with people because you'll literally run out of people to be around.
Yeah.
Shit, you're not going to make me feel like shit for driving back. Are you?
Well, it's like, you shouldn't drive. You've had 2 beers. You shouldn't drive. If you're going to drink, don't drive. Even if you're just going to have a couple, you have a buzz, don't drive. Don't do none of that shit. Like, it's like, alcohol fucks up your fucking, and it's just so fucking absurd. This shit's so wild to me. It's just, it's so fucking wild. The desire that you have to go out right now and travel for recreation.
Yeah.
Because there's no community.
No.
There is none.
No.
It's just reckless individualism.
Is it like this or in other countries around the world? Like,
It depends.
It depends on where you're at. It depends. I mean, Vietnam handled it a lot better. Vietnam locked down hard as fuck. And
the community aspect of it.
Yeah, because the community aspect's higher in Vietnam. It's a socialist country, and all they teach them in school and shit. Like it's way more. Read the Vietnamese Constitution versus the American Constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see the differences and shit on some things. Well, I mean, in defense though, the Vietnamese Constitution was written like in 1992 though, so it's like, a little more modern.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They didn't quite own people.
True.
But I just don't get the they're all trying to say that, like, since the CDC and Joe Biden and Fauci are like, oh, we're gonna have to continue to wear a mask, that they're acting like that's a deterrent against getting the vaccine. Like that's a bad publicity stunt. And it's like, that's not bad publicity. They're just, to me, they're being truthful. Like they're trying
no matter what happens, they will not be satisfied with anything Joe Biden does.
No.
They never will.
But
They'll
Trump was never going to do this either.
I know, but it doesn't matter.
Fucking...
It's a team sport to these people, Brittany. Once you start realizing that more and more, you'll see it, and you'll see really for what it is for most of these people.
Yeah.
But part of the problem is that they're all on the same team. They just say it in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing fundamentally changes, y'all.
Yeah. Class consciousness is only realized when you have at least, like, say, $4 or $5 million.
Yeah. Yeah. The minute you start getting past that, it's like you don't remember what it's like to,
do something.
All these fucking journalists just drive me fucking nuts.
Oh, God, yeah.
Do you guys believe me when I say, or am I reading into Crystal a little bit too much? You think Crystal's just annoyed with that guy?
Yeah. How could you not be annoyed with him? How could you not be annoyed
Every
with him?
time I watch that show, I'm like, damn, Crystal hates that guy. How are they friends? How are they co-hosts?
Because a check probably clears.
Yeah.
But
when they went on Joe Rogan, which is where I found them from, if I was Crystal, I'd have been like, I don't want to go on Rogan with this guy.
Yeah, you would. I'd go on Rogan now. Going on Rogan is like the equivalent of being on Carson's couch.
Yeah. But if you had to go with Terry 72222,
sure, who cares?
I'm down for that right now.
Okay.
I want to go.
Yeah.
That's
you mean
awesome.
someone? Yeah.
That's
Ryan,
okay, so I can spend my entire time on Joe Rogan shitting on capitalism to a bunch of people. Sure. Fuck, let's do it.
But you got Terry over here.
Okay.
Fucking everything up.
I don't have a big problem with people that are wrong. I can yell, especially if I don't know you. I can yell at you if you're wrong.
Yeah.
I know I'm right. I've been a fucking comedian for like 12 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've been in roasts and shit. I'll start roasting them. Like, what are you gonna do? Fucking get louder than me? Good luck. What are you gonna do? Physical violence? Hopefully. Let me sue Spotify for me getting my ass whooped by some fucking dude. Please.
Right.
Please.
Me dipping that 150 mil that Rogan got.
Please allow me to get my ass whooped. Let Joe Rogan's MMA fucking take my knee out or something, just fucking cripple me for life. Fuck it, I'll never work again. Fuck that. That's the okay. Oh, they killed me. Okay, great. Imagine what happens in this fucking country.
Right.
It's one
of those things where, like, how bad do I need my left hand?
Yeah, it's like they got fucking video game controllers now for Xbox. You can play with one hand. They're like $200, but you can play with one hand. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think about our AAVE clip going viral? It went pretty viral.
I saw a couple of other people talking about it. That's cool.
Yeah. I feel I give like total credit to Sean, because Sean's the one like saying the meaningful shit. But a lot of people did like relate to like me not knowing that, and then like your compassion for me not knowing that, and explain. A lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, it's good to hear like someone not condemning me." There was a lot of people that were like, there's a difference between ignorance and people wanting to learn and stuff. There's a lot of positive stuff that came out of that.
Yeah, I think people just don't want to learn stuff. They're set in their ways, and they're just like, "Nope, I know this. This is how it's always been. It cannot change, or should not change. And changing things means it's bad."
Yeah,
it's change the whole Dr. Seuss garbage.
Yeah, and those Dr. Seuss books are not even like I've never heard of those Dr. Seuss books. How am I going to get mad?
They're not his good ones. They're not good. They're not universally relatable. They're not good.
Yeah.
They suck.
Yeah.
And Dr. Seuss literally went back when he was still alive and revised some of those books.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
It's so wild to me that we've turned all this shit into just it's not that wild. It makes perfect sense to turn everything into a consumer choice.
Yeah.
And to focus all of the political revolutionary energies anyone could ever have either way into a fucking consumer choice. It's the same shit with this Amazon boycott that wasn't called for by the union that actively hurts the union. So you've got a bunch of people
really?
scolding. Yeah. that kind of shit muddies the
I almost did that, but I was like,
that shit muddies the water with the National Labor Relations Board.
Yeah.
Because unions are not supposed to call for boycotts of shit. Like while they're voting and shit's happening, they're not supposed to. Employers are not supposed to target unions. Unions aren't supposed to target the employer while they're actively negotiating and shit. While they're actively voting and shit. There's a bunch of fucking rules about it. And this kind of thing, if it gets turned around, and it's something that seems like it'll help.
Yeah.
Right. Because we've been convinced by capitalism that the only way to fix anything is with your fucking dollars. It's like when I do that fucking clip about senators getting a pension, and people, again, the fucking people with $100,000 for the rest of their life. If you fucking count the medical benefits, it's about 100 fucking grand worth of taxable income. You fucks, Jesus fucking Christ! And a pension already means retirement, fuckers. It already means fucking retirement. You don't have to fucking come in and go, oh, it's at 62. What fucking government money do any of us get at 60 goddamn two? I'm so fucking tired of it. The fucking number of I had one person come in and he fucking clipped the comment with the fucking thing I said and telling me I'm wrong by repeating what I fucking said. And I'm like, yes.
People on the internet are so fucking stupid.
They're so fucking wild. It's so fucking wild. It's so goddamn wild to me. And they're talking about like the average of 47,000. How long do these fucking people stay in office? You ever known a fucking congressman only served 2 terms? I've only known a couple.
Yeah.
Most of the time you fuck up real bad and you're out.
Yeah.
But otherwise you're in there and you're in there for fucking ever. You can fucking Jimmy, that clip you shared in the fucking chat, the Tim Ryan guy or whatever.
Yeah.
His old boss, Jimmy fucking Traficani or whatever. He was in office for fucking years.
Yeah.
Even after he got caught with fucking his hand in a cookie jar.
Right.
Like,
And that haircut.
That's why I asked you guys. I was like, can I publicly stand this guy? Because I don't know nothing about this guy.
I shouldn't publicly stand any fucking politician.
Because one of my close friends then texted me that clip and he goes, yo, look at this guy. He's such a badass. And I was like, yeah, he's a badass. I don't know anything about this dude. I don't know if I should jump on that bandwagon just yet.
If Bernie wanted a camera, he would have asked some National Guard soldiers for taking that picture to cross the Rubicon with him.
Yeah, really.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that shit.
He's passing up copies of State and Revolution.
There's a clip there's a picture on Twitter that went viral and it's like Coop confirmed because a bunch of National Guard soldiers wanted to take a picture with Bernie Sanders.
Oh.
So and then he's talking to him and he greeting him and shit and they're super excited to meet him and it was like I'm making fun I'm just saying if Bernie Sanders called up General Mathis and was like, hey, let's take the government.
Yeah.
I don't know if people would really
do a quick Myanmar. Yeah.
I really don't know anymore. At least the fucking government, at least the Defense Department thinks climate change is a real threat to America.
Yeah.
Somebody does.
I can't tell anymore.
One of the biggest polluters in the world now thinks that climate change is a real problem.
Oh, they've been saying it since the 90s, brother. They've been talking about all this shit for a long time.
It didn't stop them from begging for aircraft carriers.
No, why would it? Why would it? That same aircraft carriers that they redesigned the toilets on it to be more like a commercial system and it ended up costing more money. And now they basically went from having the old Navy standard of the toilets that flush with a lot of power to like cruise ship style toilets. Right. So them Ford class aircraft carriers we just built have got to undergo this fucking like plumbing thing every so often that costs $500,000 like cruise ships get done. When it used to be a service maintenance thing at the depot level, now it's a government contract thing. It's like the fucking toilets on the aircraft carrier don't work.
Jeez.
Well, you shit off the side of the aircraft carrier?
No, the plumbing just doesn't work because we have flush toilet paper. It's not
I
fucking
did
strong
listen to a
enough weapon.
podcast, and one of the stories on the podcast about submarines was how German servicemen died because of a toilet being used incorrectly. So
oh yeah, they lost the fucking it was U fucking 249 or some shit, like some fucking U-boat. The
like
commander flushed the toilet wrong, and it fucking the reverse purge system fucking sank it. Yes. And it's like, why did you have your German engineering? But that's a fabled fucking the myth of history that the Germans had all this great equipment. It's like the fucking Panther's gear chassis or a transmission case took like 75 man hours to make or some shit, and they had like 48 parts.
Wait. Armchair historian said, because I was watching why the Soviet Union I guess army military was ineffective against the Germans. And he
you need to stop watching this guy right now then.
I was about to say, he said the Germans were kicking ass.
No, the Germans were incredibly inefficient.
Dude, now I want to show you.
Had more horses than anybody. Had more horses than anybody. We're not a fully mechanized force ever, and never were.
Yeah.
And had infighting and bureaucracy killed more Nazis than just about anything did.
Do you remember that time that Russians. Germany took over Russia?
No, well, didn't they take over Soviet land?
They got almost to Moscow, and then Hitler diverted into the Caucasus, and then Zhukov and the rest of them good old Red Army boys beat the ever-loving fuck out of the Germans.
Yeah,
and you know how the Soviets are famous for wave attacks, like these mass just throw everything at an attack.
Yeah. Well, according to that video, yeah.
Right. You know what the point of that is? It's because German defensive doctrine involves making rigid fighting positions around the MG-42, right? So German infantry squad level tactics involve using an MG-42 machine gun with a high cyclical rate of fire to just fucking pour bullets down, right? In 2-inch bursts, you go tap, 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 tap across the thing, right? And it just spits out fire. And that's why German infantrymen are armed with bolt-action K98 rifles and shit, right? The Soviets, to beat that, would just pour into any hole. If they broke into a line, they'd pour through it and would mass and take advantage of every little thing they had and kept the momentum and the tempo up that ground the fucking German army and all of its fucking complex mechanical infantry. All of it. They had goddamn infrared scopes, the Germans did, and night lights and shit. And guess what? They still fucking got their ass beat by a bunch of fucking peasants with bolt-action rifles. You know what I mean? Because they overwhelmed them. They push, and never let Germany catch their fucking heels. And Germany fucking lost, man. Germany lost all the time, every time.
Yeah.
It's like 25 years after the Russian Revolution. So, you're just barely post-Tsarist Russia.
By the way, 25 years after the United States, Great Britain, and a bunch of other countries invaded Russia.
Yeah.
You know, and again, no, he's just fucking wrong. It's just wrong. The German shit sucked compared to others. It didn't work as well. Would it be when it worked well? Was it mechanically was it more brilliant when it worked? Yes. But you know what the fucking Panther is a copy of? The T-34. The fucking T-34 is the best tank that's ever pretty much been produced. It had sloped armor before anybody else. By the way, the fucking Germans practiced most of their shit in the Soviet Union before the fucking war. And we're developing the technology with the Soviets as part of the... Just get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
You want to watch a little clip of it?
Sure, fucking play it. I'd love to hear this dipshit.
I hope I'm not getting it wrong now.
Yeah,
I think it was this first part that.
In 1941.
Oh.
Yeah, in 1941. Yes. Yeah, they were a little ineffective in 1941.
So he's right.
No. Yes and no. They were ineffective in 1941, but the Germans were ineffective in 1939. The fucking Poles almost beat them. It's not the Poles collapsed because Britain and France didn't intervene. If France had invaded Germany and pushed the attack they did in 1939, the war would have ended.
Yeah, this is like Neville Chamberlain erasure.
Yeah, this is disingenuous as fuck. It's they were ineffective in the first year, but then look up what happened in 1942.
Yeah,
I don't know. Battle of Stalingrad. Look at the Battle of Leningrad. Look at the Battle of
that was the next video.
Yeah. So they were ineffective in 1941.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll give them that one. And then once they figured out the tactics and shit, they pretty much beat the Germans.
Yeah.
Almost single-handedly. All the shit we did, you can't really undersell what we did with Lend-Lease by giving them all them fucking trucks and shit like that. But at the same time, it's like the Soviets didn't make trucks because the Americans were giving them trucks anyways. You know what I mean? The Soviets didn't work on radios because the Americans were already giving them radios. So it's kind of one of the things where it's like, well,
the Germans didn't have to do a lot of oil refineries because the Koch brothers were giving, or the Koch father was giving them oil.
exactly. The Germans, it's
you know,
did you know that, Brittany?
What'd you say? Sorry.
Did you know how the Koch family made a lot of their money was by Nazi refineries?
Yeah, and synthetic oil plants.
God bless the Nazis.
And Ford was a huge anti-Semite and helped the German defense industry.
Oh yeah,
immensely.
Where's that on Arm Hair historian?
Again, maybe we're not giving them enough credit for the 1941 part. We're shitting on them a little bit, but no,
maybe
the Soviet army eventually overcame the Germans and had the more effective military doctrine, just point blank.
Okay. Maybe we're shitting.
It's disingenuous to say they didn't because they won. And you can say a bunch of other factors, but guess what? None of that matters if you don't fucking win. Win your fucking war, and then you get to say you had a superior tactic. It's the same thing they'd say about like American infantry and American tactics. It's like, we lost way less soldiers than the Germans did. We did better than them. Well, did we? Oh, because we all the air superiority and shit. Well, yeah. Why do we have that? Because we were better. Fuck you. We won. You know what I mean? Like the Wehrmacht gets this fucking myth of invincibility. And it's like. And the clean Wehrmacht bullshit, like they weren't immensely involved in the war crimes, all this shit driving me fucking nuts, man. And like Panther tanks would break down so fucking much. All the German equipment would break down so much. It was so infinitely complex and overly engineered and just a fucking waste all the fucking time.
Yeah. Is this the stuff that like feeds into like the conspiracies about the Nazis and how there seems to be like conspiracies about like sci-fi type shit that they were doing?
Well, because the Germans were doing all that shit. They weren't giving money, and you wonder why they lost the war. Because instead of making a fucking transmission for a tank that could stand the rigors of battle, they fucking devoted research into the occult and shit. And they devoted money into race sciences, and Heinrich Himmler built a fucking castle.
Fucking Indiana Jones, he came in and fucked up their whole shit.
A lot of time learning Spanish.
Yeah.
Every time they almost got something, Indiana Jones came and fucked them over.
There's something to be said for the Spear of Destiny shit. Hitler did lose it right before he killed himself. Yeah. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows, y'all? By the way, Nazis are on the moon still.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they're all up there. We don't know.
We got to the moon because of Nazis, so yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wait, I thought we got to the moon because of Russians.
No, we got to the moon because of Operation Paperclip.
We got to the moon because of a guy named Werner von Braun who made a base called Peenemünde.
Did I just make an idiot of myself?
No. We got to the moon to beat the Russians to get to the moon, but we only got there because of Werner von Braun, the guy behind the V2 rocket, and a dude who set up a fucking. They used slave labor to make those rockets and shit. So he should have been at Nuremberg, but he wasn't because we needed him to get to space. And that's why he didn't go to. That's why he wasn't at Nuremberg.
All right.
So the dude that's founded NASA, hell, I think what's the Houston Space Center called? Isn't it like the Von Neuron
I don't know.
or something? Or like
might be, yeah.
I think it is. Is named after a Nazi.
We got Nazis and guys who are in the Auto Templar Orientis to look for our space. You got Jack Parsons. That guy is awesome.
He just wanted to fucking make rockets, though. Like
right.
I want to fucking make rockets. That seems like fun.
The best thing about Jack Parsons is that he lost his wife, his money, and his boats to L. Ron Hubbard.
I don't know. It might have been named after somebody, but now they're saying it's named after some dude named Johnson.
Well, the Johnson administration.
Again,
I'm confusing the Huntsville, Alabama, with the one in
Houston.
Yeah, I'll pull it up real quick. I'll find it. But
okay,
share your other thing.
What else? Well, we're getting close to like time. What do y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk about the White House and these social media influencers? Because I thought that was super interesting.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Brooklyn Defiant dad.
Oh God.
Wait, what is that?
You don't know what that is at all, do you?
No.
Sean, you want to give her a breakdown of who the fuck that
was that
was?
in this article?
I know so
No,
little.
it's not,
He's like
but-
some guy, some centrist dude that like got paid by Biden PACs or something to be pro Biden. I don't know.
He got
I
paid
saw
by-
a little bit of the discourse, but I didn't get too into
Okay,
it.
then all right. Brooklyn Defiant Dad is one of them like resistance Twitter people, right?
Okay.
And he like questioned Tara Reid's Joe Biden accusation and shit, and then it turned out he got paid about $67,000 from a bunch of various like Democratic groups and shit, and it was like what for social media stuff. So again, it's like they're paying these influencers to do this shit, and it's like you can kind of, and a lot of them don't tell it what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it seems like they're evolving. Now people are moving away from mainstream media, and now they're going to go
Brooklyn
to these
Dad Defiant. I'm gonna pull up.
If they come for a sign, I'm gonna be pissed.
Why would
Hassan's
they?
not on that side.
I know.
Side's not gonna be on that side.
he's not. You know, he's not going to. What would we have to do to get on that list?
They're never
what's the
gonna get.
paycheck?
They're never gonna. They're never. You're.
We can't even make it to the door. We're on the blacklist.
We're never gonna get there, friend.
That's fine.
Here,
Fuck them.
I'm just on the Chapo to fascist pipeline.
Oh God, yeah. Chapo definitely fucking famous for the Chapas. The all the fucking fascists I know listen to Chapo Trap House.
Oh yeah.
They love fucking Felix. See, this is the Brooklyn Dad Defiant guy.
Okay.
Another big difference between President Biden and Trump. Trump held up the distribution of the stimulus checks so they could print his name on them. But Biden doesn't want his name on them. He just wants to get the checks out quickly.
Where's
So
my
quickly.
check? Then, motherfucker.
Except for how they're not going to give you a check because Trump gave you more money than Biden did.
Yeah.
And that's
But he
just,
did it in a nice way.
When
you
was
know.
that? When was that tweet?
I fucking
That was
Today?
like
no, a while
pretty
back.
recently.
It
Like-
says March 9th. Oh, it's like
Yeah,
a screen capture? Okay.
Yeah, it's a script, but it might have been a little bit ago. Again, like the dude was doing this shit. This just recently came out. Like the Brooklyn Dad being a pro-Dem op just came out like 2 days ago. I don't know when the fuck that tweet was. We're not showing his Twitter. We're showing a fucking screenshot of the guy's Twitter.
Yeah.
But he had a bunch of other. I'll find some better ones for you.
Yeah.
Of just him being fucking incredibly stupid.
Is that the Vietnam website or is that the socialism101.com website?
This is the Vietnamese Republic Foreign Affairs website.
Okay.
This one's the Vietnamese Constitution.
Nice.
I really like the Vietnamese Constitution. I'm just putting it out there right now. But you see, there's some weasel words in the. The state guarantees the rights of the citizen. The citizen must fulfill his duty to state and society. The citizen's rights and duties are determined by the Constitution law. But there's no spot in the United States Constitution where all citizens are equal before the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I zoned out. What? my ADHD did that thing.
I can tell because as soon as I started shitting on the Soviet thing, I watched your eyes fucking glaze over. You didn't know what the fuck to do anymore.
Star Wars.
Not as much as before. All right, I'm learning. Anyways,
Well, what's your opinion on it, Brittany? Like,
on what?
I don't have more Brooklyn Dad Defiant tweets to show you than being shitty. I'm sorry, I don't have them teamed up.
No, it's okay. No, I just think it's I don't know. It's like mind-boggling because they're just. I'm sure they've
But it
been doing
shouldn't
this.
be.
No, it's not. I mean, yeah, you're right.
I mean,
you're right.
they blame the entire Donald Trump winning on Russian bot farms.
Yeah.
So why is it shocking that some, Twitter influencer, could weigh his opinion in and change, people's minds on stuff?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's just he doesn't have the scary USSR flag over his head. That's the only difference.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's like when I was trying to radicalize my aunt, I was showing her this video about like how the media is like owned by 5 companies and like sure they try to make it seem like they have different viewpoints, but they don't. They really don't. They all have the same viewpoint.
I've got to unblock this dipshit to see these fucking tweets. I blocked her so I wouldn't have to see this stupid shit a while back.
Just to go back, there's this guy. He's a really old Jewish professor named Noam Chomsky. And he's been talking about this for like 60 years.
But my aunt was saying, she was like, who do you trust? If you can't trust, who do you trust? Even me, when I watch like Hassan or like, have you guys watched this YouTube channel called Second
Dore? Oh,
Second Thought? Dude, I almost got caught up in Jimmy Dore.
Let me pause for just a real second and tell our listeners this. Listening to this podcast does not count as liberation or direct action or organizing or any kind of fucking consuming media. And this is never revolutionary. It will never be. No matter what I tell you about any of our bullshit, or if I get fucking caught up in like saying or subscribing to our Patreon or bring down capitalism or whatever, none of that is true. You got to do direct action, mutual aid, join the IWW, organize your workplace. Nothing you ever see on the fucking internet will ever save us, no fucking matter what. So, force the vote, don't force votes, whatever. None of that'll matter if you don't have power behind you. It don't fucking matter. Vote blue, sure, but you know what? Do that after you start a union. Do that after you fucking do some mutual aid stuff. Plant some watermelons, give them out. I don't know, fucking know. But don't fucking ever get caught up on the internet being your primary means of liberation.
Yeah.
You can't TikTok your way to fucking freedom, y'all. Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about this Joe Rogan thing again, too, because, like, where do I get all this shit from? Like, at the beginning of the pandemic, I'm listening to Joe Rogan. Then all of a sudden, I'm listening to Tim Pool. I don't know anything about Tim Pool. Remember, I texted you, Tim. I was like, what do you know about Tim Pool? Can I listen to this guy?
Kidnap a cat.
And when I did, by the way, that fucking cat thing, I hope that's what brings him down.
What happened? What happened?
Tim Pool, it just came out today, like in the last couple hours, apparently, the last like 12 hours. That the surfs guy you watch or whatever?
Yeah.
He'll tell you better about it than I will. But basically, Tim Pool got an associate a business associate that left his cat, or she left her cat with Tim Pool's buddy who now lives at Tim Pool's house. And now there's a falling part of the business relationship, and the guy didn't want to give up the cat. One way or another, somebody didn't want to give up the fucking cat to give it back to the woman. And the woman didn't want to come get it from the fucking dude's house because he lives out in a compound. It'd be like if I got a compound in the middle of fucking woods and I told you couldn't have something back. Like, I really don't blame you for not wanting to come to my fucking compound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I don't like you no more, maybe coming to my compound is not the best place. Like, I can see why someone would be nervous about that. You know what I mean? But he didn't want to give up the cat. And then the fucking Maryland lieutenant and the state troopers had to fucking coordinate getting the cat dropped off at a fucking vet's office or some shit. But that might be what brings him down, because his former business partner people and shit, like, it's gonna fucking come out.
Good.
It's
Fuck
the tip
him.
of the iceberg.
I was watching Hassan react to him and Ben Shapiro, and like looking at Tim Pool and Ben Shapiro next to each other. I was like, damn, that's the same guy. Their voices even sound the same.
You're not wrong. They're saying the same thing.
Yeah,
they really are.
Except for Tim Pool's like, oh, I was part of Occupy Wall Street, which is
he
like,
covered it as a reporter. He was there live streaming it and shit.
But he tries to make out like that makes him a liberal, or a leftist,
because that's
makes him a liberal.
Yeah, it makes him a liberal. I mean, because that's
doesn't he call himself a leftist turned Trump supporter? Or
I'm a Republican, Brittany. Remember, I'm a registered Republican in the state of Florida. Whatever you call yourself, what you put on the box doesn't define you. That's why I keep that fucking little R next to my name, so you can you Google it. Oh, Big Tim's a fucking Republican. Yeah, I'm a fucking Republican, y'all. I'm a goddamn Republican.
Until Terry found out you weren't.
Oh yeah, until Terry found out I wasn't. I'm a fucking Republican, y'all.
Turns out Tim's a Trotskyist doing interest.
I get me this fucking Ho Chi Minh translation I'm aiming for. I might fucking, who knows, man? Who knows? I'm about to trying to start a book club with that Midwest Marks guy, the fucking Eddie dude, the TikToker or whatever. We'll see.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. You've been talking to that guy? He seems
not
cool
really.
Fuck.
Not really. I mean, that app fucking sucks. It's all fucking suffering your ass. All titties are suffering. It's all I got on my fucking feed is titties are suffering.
Oh, that's not my feed, man. I follow
I fell into the algorithm.
I follow the dude who makes Cold Stone ice cream, the dude who makes burritos.
Which one of us is
Because you're
famously?
high.
Yeah, which one of us is famously poison pilled with their brain? You know,
Is that me or you?
me. I'm famously poison pilled. I'm famous. I can't.
You're poison pilled. I'm brainwashed. Okay.
Yeah, I can't fucking. It's all. Everything's covered in blood. It's like the fucking Shining. I just see the blood everywhere.
You watch the Chipotle guy rolling burritos, and you're like, "Fucking capitalism!" That guy, he makes
why is he
fucking
making
$8
an
an hour.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why is he making $11 an hour? What the fuck? And they're exploiting him to fucking look how skilled that is. And they're telling him it's not skilled.
They won't
Is
even
what I
like
think that's it.
retweet that guy. They won't or like acknowledge that he exists. Probably the same for the Cold Stone guy.
It's like I does 4 guacamoles in an hour, and it's more than his wage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I can't help but fucking see the blood everywhere.
I'm getting there too.
I hope you don't. I really don't wish this
Unfortunately.
on anybody. I really don't. Like it, maybe that's selfish, but it doesn't help. It feels incredibly helpless because there is nothing any one individual can do. And then you go, well, how do we change it? It's like asking the fucking blades of grass to stand up to the lawnmower. It's like, if we all get together and do it, we can stop the lawnmower. But nobody wants to be that fucking first blade of grass to stop the lawnmower to try.
Yeah.
And that's how they've convinced us not to try.
Reminds me of a very specific Mao quote.
Huh?
Who did they haunt to?
Did they really though? Not enough of them did. They didn't stay.
But if we let them go first, and if we were behind them,
nothing happens. We don't overpower the lawnmower.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the concept of the Vanguard.
Yeah, but the Vanguard, I don't think the Vanguard can live up to modern technologies quite as much.
No,
the Vanguard has to be way bigger.
Yeah,
the Vanguard never dealt with an AC-130 gunship.
Yeah, there's
So-
some kind of digital Vanguard. So this not posting. I don't mean posting.
Yeah.
So what does 100 years from now look like, or 1,000 years from now look like?
It's probably
1,000 years looks pretty hot.
Yeah, 1,000 years
Is
from
it
now looks
about?
like.
Yeah. How long do we have till we get eaten up by the sun?
I mean, the sun, a couple
not even
million
that.
years potentially, but it doesn't matter. Life's going to fundamentally change. The new NASA climate change guy or climate czar, whatever fucking the Biden just put in was like, we're going to hit by 2040. Like, we're just going to not have most of the animals on Earth aren't going to exist. We've already lost most of the insects. Like we've lost a lot of just biomass of insects.
Monarchs are about to go out.
That's scary because I think about my nephew or Sean, your daughter, right? You have a daughter.
Yeah.
It's like their adulthood is fucking an apocalypse, right?
Yeah, I mean, their adulthood. People in Yemen, their adulthood is an apocalypse now.
That's true.
There's kids that were born. Like the Syrian civil war is now old enough to have adolescents fighting in it that were born in it.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about these things that happened. Like 2003 was 16 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
17 years ago.
Yeah. I'm not a mathematician.
18. Yeah. So
Right.
2006,
I don't know. My brain
2008.
stopped working.
Like you're getting like, it's.
I mean, it's like literally there was that Onion joke about like the Afghanistan war.
And then the fucking guy literally came true.
Yeah.
Remember that, Brittany? We shared that a couple months ago.
Remind me.
The Onion headline where it was like soldier excited to see his son fight in the same war he fought in.
Oh yeah.
And then it happened. And then Army released a fucking press release about how cool it was.
Yeah.
That the father and son were serving at the same time in the same fucking country.
My daughter has never lived in a time where we weren't at war.
Yeah. Yeah, my nephew's the same way.
And she's 12. It's not like she's 2.
I'm reading this book called Taliban by a British journalist that was there in the 90s and shit. And like, we fucked the Taliban so hard and just never gave them a chance. And
gotta get that. Oh.
Well, in this case, it's protect natural gas and shit, and it's just
I look back on I don't know if you guys recognize that joke I just stole. It's from the Chappelle Show, the Black Bush.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
I used to think that shit was so funny. It's still funny. It's still hilarious. But I watched all those Black Bush clips the other day, like a couple weeks ago.
Wild to realize he was just telling basically just
Yeah.
Yep.
He just punched up actual press releases.
Yep. I had no idea that was like exactly what he was doing. I was like a young 20. I think this is when we were at that house that I lost. I was like 23. Me and my buddies are fucking living it up. Oh, fucking Chappelle show. Fuck your couch.
Yeah. But I remember being 18, 19 years old defending the Iraq War.
Yeah.
You know? Well, listen, I still think Saddam Hussein is better than not have Saddam Hussein, but
Yeah.
we didn't replace him with anything better. So it's like you can't really, it's kind of disingenuous to be like, oh, it's better, but it's not better. It's actively worse. And we made it worse. The sanctions and shit, like we did all these things, we do all these things, and we cause all this fucking suffering, but the Ba'athist Party kept people alive. It's like no matter what you say about Saddam Hussein, the Ba'athist Party kept a lot of Iraqis from starving to death in the 90s with sanctions that we did, that we caused. And it's, I don't know. We gotta fucking wrap the fuck up this depressing ass goddamn.
Yeah, we went from highs to lows. This is, we are a roller coaster of a show. So that's
by the way, Trey reached out to get a dude that said we were easy listening.
Yeah.
It's the way I talk and the way we don't call you stupid for not knowing something, which again, like, why would we? Just the way you described is just like,
I don't know anything.
Yeah, it's like if I knew anything, y'all wouldn't be able to get a hold of me if I knew anything. If I had the fucking actual answer to anything, like, I'd be on a goddamn yacht fucking a supermodel. I wouldn't be doing any of this. You know what I mean?
Be over on Little St. James, ignoring all international law.
Yeah.
International laws for poor people, Sean.
Exactly.
Hold on, I got one more quick thing. So I've been watching this guy on YouTube, which I don't think that he's bad. He's a leftist.
Is it the Star Wars?
It's
Habsburg again?
No, well, what's funny is like once we started.
Oh, I like this fella.
You like this fella?
Yeah, I haven't paid attention too much, but I like him well enough.
He like we shit on Ryan from RK Outpost, but him and that other guy I showed you, they go after like the other guys, which is kind of good. But this guy's channel got demonetized probably because he was shitting on this guy, the quartering, which is
I saw that.
But did you watch this quartering video?
No.
He in no way, shape, or form bullied that guy. He literally just told like
the truth?
Facts. Yeah, and just told his story.
And then the right shut him down?
Shut him down completely.
It's almost like there is a cancel culture in this country, but it's not aimed at people on the right, no matter what.
Yeah, so I wanted to throw his name out there.
Up.
I know we don't have a big audience, but like, check him out. Help him out.
You didn't say his name.
The Cavernacle. The Clavicle.
Oh, the Clavicle? Is it the Clavicle? How the fuck do you say it? Well, we showed it on
Cavernacle.
I'm just saying, some people listen. I don't know.
I know some people listen.
I don't know how this works.
That's why I thought I said the fucking thing out loud.
The Cavernacle.
Yeah. That's why I'm wearing a hat, because on video.
He's British too, so I'm like, oh, he's not American, so he's like not biased.
Oh gosh! All right, we're gonna have to find some UK press stuff to talk about.
But he did.
Piers Morgan has left the chat.
Now Piers Morgan has entered the chat.
He did make a video a while ago about like this is my take on the election, and I think I
Tommy
saved
Robinson.
I think I saved it to watch, but I didn't watch it. I can't find it and all this shit. But
I like him already. I like him already. Just the thumbnails make me like him.
Look at this guy. Yeah, the socialist politics of George Lucas. Fuck yeah, dude. Star Wars is a socialist movement, so.
Yeah. Shit's bad. Shit's bad. And the right never gets shut up no matter what.
Okay, hold on. Quick question. Quick Star Wars question, because we didn't talk about Star Wars. Out of the three, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, which one is the socialist?
Probably not the
Princess Leia.
Yeah, probably not the member of the monarchy. Not the member of the monarchy, unless she's been one of them fucking weird, I don't know.
She's a real Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
Han Solo's definitely an anarchist, right? Luke's definitely the liberal.
Yeah.
I mean, but
come on, I was trying to throw something fun out there.
He's living in, I don't know.
Yeah, famously fun.
He's a libertarian, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Han Solo probably doesn't believe in zoning laws.
Yeah.
Probably not.
But the non-aggression principle doesn't really apply to him, so
that's true.
He
He
contains
shot first.
multitudes. Yes, exactly.
He shot first.
That he did. All right.
God.
Dead air. I was waiting to see.
Yeah,
No,
I'm hungry.
I got it. Yeah. Well,
Did Terry answer you back?
they blocked me. After the second
I'm
video,
just
they blocked me. And so far, I've not been harassed yet from anyone real off the internet, but
I know, man.
I know it's
I'm
coming
waiting
one
for
day.
it.
I'm not. I'm not ready for it. I'll
I'm
probably
not ready
blow
for
up.
it either.
I'll probably blow up and handle it all the wrong way.
Same.
I'll be doing the you done goofed into the fucking webcam.
Same, dude. Same.
Like, I got your IP address. I'll be there in a week. And it'll turn into 2 weeks. I can't get the truck to run right, and it's just like.
I feel
what
like
happened
with
to
me and the show TikTok, I can at least hide behind you a little bit. It wasn't me. It was
I figured you do. I noticed. I noticed. I know, and it's fine. It's all me. It's always been my fault. It's always
That's
been
why
my fault.
I hate to speak for you in any way, shape, or form. That's why I tag you.
Feel free. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
I try to represent you the best I can, or I delete the comment before you can see it.
I don't know why. I don't blame you for deleting comments, but I don't know why you delete all the negative criticism, because that shit can feed us in the algorithm.
Yeah, I don't delete all the negative. Which, oh yeah, I was gonna bring this up. All the people that are on our Dave Ramsey video talking about how great Dave Ramsey is, all of them are fucking white. Every single one of them.
Oh wow! Oh wow! You almost found the people that enjoy the status quo.
Exactly.
What get off on the status quo and oppression?
And I did delete this guy's comment. He came in doing the same thing. He didn't have a picture, and he was trying to say he wasn't white. And I was like, all right, we'll put a picture up of you if you're not white.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do it.
Yeah, if you're an anonymous account, completely not. I don't care. I don't care what your fucking criticism is. This is not I don't have an anonymous account where our faces are on
me
everything.
neither.
So shut the fuck up. You know, like if you can't, like if you're scared of your fucking opinion being seen for scary reasons, and okay, cool, that's fine. Because I don't know, I'm fucking TikTok friends with a fucking communist that hides his identity or whatever. Like, cool, that's good for him. But you know, you're gonna come in with no video, no nothing, no, you don't elaborate. It's just text.
Yeah.
You're gonna monopolize my time. Fuck you. You saw I told that one, pay me. You want my undivided attention? Fucking pay me.
I told somebody you can go look in our YouTube comments. We had a Star Wars whiny boy comment on our John Boyega Droid Please video, and one of his comments was like, "Notice how you have tons of dislikes." Within a window of 10 minutes, he logged onto his other accounts, disliked our video because that's 3 likes and 3 dislikes. So it's like, cool, dude, you only have 3 accounts, so you signed into your other accounts and disliked our video. And then he was trying to say that we were racist for addressing the Droid Please thing. And then he was like, "Oh, you
I'm 100% racist against droids. I'm sorry."
And then he
goes,
"I
don't think they're people."
He goes, "You ignored my racist question." And I was like, "If you want attention, get a girlfriend."
I don't owe y'all any. I don't owe you fucking my attention. I don't owe you a debate. This is not this is not debate class. It's not debate class.
The funniest fucking shit.
What do you think? This is fucking 4th period? Do you think I got to fucking debate you, Ben Shapiro? You little fucking. You think we're in debate class? Shut the fuck up.
I just want to show you this real quick because he commented twice. He tries to make it look like 2 different people commented. Kylo Ren and another Ginger Doom with a Kylo Ren picture. I'm supposed to believe that these are
Notice
2.
we have a lot of dislikes. Go scroll up though. Like
I told you, look, it's his 3. And we even got 2 more since he said.
And one of them is us liking it. So, but again, like, who cares? Like, you're talking about that's no impact.
The prequels are. It isn't racist. The prequels are. I said whatever. Kylo Ren.
Can I talk about the elephant in the room
stereotype?
Yeah. Then he comes in with Watto being a. I don't think Watto's a Jewish stereotype.
Yes, he is.
He is, but also we shit on him. We shit on all that, but we also shit on George Lucas for making it. He made a race like what? What is this?
I don't know. I just call them snowflakes and tell them how triggered they, and then they just fucking.
Saying it's not racist because he's a caricature?
I guess
That's
so.
what scroll up, please. Scroll up just a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Pause. I want to read this out loud, and I want people to understand what the fuck's happening here. Kylo Ren, by the way, not Kylo Ren, because Kylo Ren's a fictional fucking character, and also a property, an image belongs to Disney. Disney lawyers, do your thing. All right. It isn't racist. The prequels are. And then you replied, "Whatever you say, Kylo Ren," which was fucking great, Brittany. I want to come in with this.
Yeah, that's a 10.
I'm getting better at it, dude.
Which I see you channeling me. I see you channeling me, and I appreciate that because that's something I would say. Yes. I was seriously sitting there like, I'm gonna call you Crybaby Ren. Watto is a Jewish stereotype, which is him coming that, which again does not make any fucking sense at all. And then you call yourself a redneck, yet you think Star Wars is racist with a laughing emoji, implying that all rednecks are instantly racist, and I should enjoy that it's racist because I'm a redneck, which is like that's literally what he's saying. That's what that means, right?
Yeah.
And then when you come in, LOL, you're so triggered, which is true. He is triggered because there's no other comments on this YouTube video. There's literally none. There's no traction on here. There's 188 views, and that's probably inflated. Like, y'all watch the fucking YouTube, but again, we're very new to this. There's a lot of, if you're listening, we appreciate you and we enjoy you, but there's not a lot of y'all. It's not millions or thousands or whatever. It's like a couple hundreds and such.
Yeah.
Right. And then the Kylo Ren comes back and goes, okay, imagine thinking Star Wars is racist, you snowflake, which we've established objectively it has racist tendencies. And then you come in, imagine being this angry over a movie, which is true. He went in and logged into an account with the character from the movie. Again, the bad guy from the movie series that we're criticizing.
And one of the reasons why I hate Kylo Ren too, I think he's one of the best parts of the sequels, but he does channel this sort of whiny,
very much
white privileged. Yeah. It's a beacon. Like, I know that they didn't mean for it to be this way, but he is a bit of a beacon for what?
Kylo Ren's a prince.
Yeah, he's definitely a beacon for white supremacy. Like he's
literally, he's a fucking literal member of a monarchy.
Yeah. Wait, we're losing. We're
I think I'm going to identify with a member of monarchy. Yeah, we're losing because of the Zoom supremacy. Don't let people call me king on the internet without pushback. Of like, I reject titles of nobility. Why would I fucking think this guy's either way? And then you go, and then it says, notice how you don't deny it. What?
Yeah.
We don't deny Star Wars is racist. That's what we said. Like that's how, okay.
He's trying to say that we don't. He's calling us racist, I guess, and we're not denying it.
Yeah, we're literally not denying the racism of these movies. That's the point. and then you come in. Notice how triggered you are. Okay, still ignore me. You're literally like, and then that's when you tell him get a girlfriend if you want attention. Which, that's great.
And then he comes in with notice how you have lots of dislikes. And then I said, oh wait, you just went to your other accounts. And then he says, you're the snowflake thinking that the sequels are racist. And I said, no, you're the snowflake.
Oh.
Like, who are these people? Then I liked all my own comments just because I wanted to make it look like
I'll get on there in a little while and I like them myself. Y'all, we're gonna wrap up the end of this. We're ending this episode. I gotta go over headers still and shit and do that stupid fucking TikTok live. But the most important thing I want you guys to understand today from this episode is that the only way we'll ever achieve true liberation is y'all subscribing and liking to at least 5 or 6 just subscribe to our YouTube. That's the only way we'll ever be free capitalism is if you like and defend us on YouTube. It's the only way we'll ever beat capitalism. Subscribe to us, like all our stuff, share the videos. That's the only way we're ever going to beat capitalism, y'all. It's the only way to defeat the empire is by sharing our content. That's the only thing I want y'all to remember about this episode is YouTube metrics equal liberation.
That is true solidarity.
Yeah.
The only solidarity you should have is with us on YouTube.
And that's it. That's the episode.
I wish I knew what Jimmy Dore sounded like. I would have tried. I'm going to do that next week in Jimmy Dore's voice. I think I'm going to try and do voices, y'all.
All right.
I want to embrace my Nick from fucking Cumtown, but just for
I'm Jimmy Dore. Force the vote.
I heard Trey Crowder do an English accent the other day. Blew me away. I didn't think rednecks could do English accents.
I mean, English accent. I'll work on it. I'll
right.
start doing a book on tape or something.
All right.
One of my TikTok comments, like, if you talk to the well-read guys about opening up tours, like,
I saw that. Yeah.
what?
No.
He's an acquaintance at best. Yeah, let me reach out to my acquaintance. I'll see if I don't have his number saved when I picked him up from the airport 5 years ago before he was big. Oh God.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next time.